Guys, it's time to try to balance out the Creep 6. It's got the Capra front end in it and the Capra transmission, Capra belly, all that stuff. It's got the Treal transmission case and the Treal aluminum belly. So it's not quite where it should be. Want to be adding some Vidavon to that front axle. Portal covers and portal knuckles right here. And we're going to see just how close we can get this to 50-50 at least. Take a look. Before I put any weights on the front end at all, here we are. 43% front, 57% rear. I would like to at least get that 50-50. At least. So 43-57. All right, I guess we'll see how this goes. Now, I just want to let you guys know, these Team Garage Hack wheels, I do have the brass rings in here, the brass beadlock pieces. The back actually have the aluminum. So, yeah, I was trying to get a little bit more weight up front to begin with. But these are really easy pieces to bolt on. So, it shouldn't take me but just a few seconds. I'm going to go ahead and get the job done, get it back on the scales, and see where we're at. Both sides are done, everything bolted right on. Now it's time to get the tires back on it and hit the scales. With the brass on and battery in, we are now at 47.53. We're getting closer. Let's see, does that change much? Actually, no, that does not change anything. Curious. Let's look all the way too far forward. 49.51. Take that battery out. We'll put in a little bit smaller battery, like say right about there. 48.52. So I basically, if I wanted to go this route, I can make a little plate or something and put the battery right there. Let's see if I can get this to, there we go. 48.52. And next, I mean, as far as moving stuff around, obviously the ESC, I can get that up here along with the receiver now, which will hopefully get everything up. Let me knock that loose, set it up there, and see if I can get it. Okay, so with this battery standing up on the servo, which is where I would actually have it mounted to fit under the body, and the ESC just kind of pulled up to the top, I'm at 49.51. So that's going to happen. I have to put a little plate right there, and then the ESC receiver, got to take my gigantic bundle of wires loose and actually get those up to here to mount it down. And hopefully we can actually touch 50-50. So this is where we're at right here. I had to go to a 1500 milliamp battery because of the width of the body right there. ESC is mounted, remove the plate, receiver is right there, and here we are. 50-50. How awesome is that? 1964 versus 1986. Okay, rear's still got a tiny little bit, but it's still showing 50-50. I'm good. Now, just for the heck of it, I'm going to take these off, and I'm actually move that scale to right here, and just to see what the balance is here, and then move it from here to here. I just got to see. To make this work, I had to raise the little pads up to keep the tire off the ground. And here we are. We have 39 front, 61 rear. The reason is you have this weight hanging off the back side. So now I'm going to move this to the back axle and see what we get. And with the weight on the front and just the rear, look at what we got now. 58 front, 42 rear. Because you have this hanging in the middle, kind of contributing just a little bit to the front. So it's really interesting at how the balance of the whole vehicle changes based on which axle has the most load. That's interesting. Now let's get the body on and see if anything changes. I got to get the body lined up as best I can with the body mounts. And now let's see if anything changed. Wow, looks like the back has got a little more weight than the front. Probably all of that right there that I had to do. So anyway, pretty darn close. Now we can really get this thing outside. With the thing balanced out so much better, hopefully it'll keep that front end down a little bit better while climbing. So at least that's what I'm hoping for here. We're going to find out. Notice the back of it. I actually took the plastic piece off and made a sticker for it. So yeah, I figured I could take that weight off as well. There we go. Yes, it does feel a little bit better. So, I mean, now, of course, you know, here, and like many places, rain is a constant threat, and everything is a little bit on the wet side. In fact, it is November, and I'm out here sweating. That's how messed up it is. Anyways, we're gonna try the wet nasty. All right, gonna ease right into this thing right here. I'm hoping to get a little bit better performance out of this, you know. Now I also have, although they're not in right now, I do have some overdrive gears for it. And I haven't done any steering mods yet. So I want to do some steering mods on it to get the overall angle up, because I believe I can get a lot more angle. Optimus 3 is, wow, I'm really leaning this thing. There we go. All right, now right here, going to disengage the rear lockers and engage some dig, bring the front end down. How smooth was that? Diffs are re-engaged, and now we're going to ease right down into the crack of doom. I gotta tell you guys, having the ability to unlock these rear axles is a nice thing. It really is, because you got, you know, obviously 4 big old tires back there, so you kind of got to mitigate that traction sometimes. And being able to unlock those diffs makes a difference. Now keep in mind, I still have the CI foams in the front and center axle. The rearmost axle has got really soft foams in it. And that's because I want it to drive like a four-wheel drive truck, but then have the extra axle hanging on the back for things like this. That's a beautiful thing right there, guys. Now, I did have to use that smaller, I wonder if I can dig this. I did have to use that smaller battery. Oh, nice! Did you guys see that? I should play that back again. Nah, I don't know. In editing, I might. That was possibly the best dig I've ever seen at that point. That was awesome. Look at that lizard. Hopefully with a better weight balance, it'll make climb time easy. But we do have the wetness factor right now, so we kind of got to deal with that. Got to ride this thing all the way up. Try to get that front to hook onto this. And if we can get that hook and get that center axle right there to grab, which is kind of wet. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on, creep. Wow. Yeah. The 50-50 is way better than like the 42-68 or whatever it was. Way better. That was beautiful. It just barely caught the edge of that brick over there. That was nice. Heck, now I can't wait to get the overdrive and modify that steering, get some tighter turning in it. Woohoo! Let's go see what I almost did. I almost did exactly what we're seeing right now. And yes, I do have something on the way for that pesky front bumper or pesky lack of a front bumper. Oh, that's a really leany spot. Is it gonna make it? Why, yes. Yes, it will. Now, I usually come off the left side over here, or now it's the right side. I'm gonna try to come off this side over here a little bit. Should be a little bit more of a challenge to come down fall time here. Ooh, that's good. I like it. Now for this, we're gonna do a little bit of a one shot. I'm gonna take it up this as fast as I can, across that, over through there, across them rocks, and just to see how good we can do here. On one shot videos, when I do those, I'm kind of rushing, you know, kind of like trying to get through things fast, but still show that I've got the driver mod turned on, which sometimes that gets turned off quite badly. Kind of like when you see me bashing an X-Max and I can't actually land a backflip. That's what happened in the last video with that. Everything is going smoothly. I'm gonna sit here, we're gonna bring it right down, right over here. And then we're gonna blast right through. I'll tell you, even with a smaller battery, it seems like it's still got plenty of pep to it. I'm gonna try to do this from this side over here, since I happen to be here. If I can get up this, which is quite the challenge. Whoa. I got bellied out on that rock right there, so I got to come in a little bit wider, get across this. Wow. You gotta hit this just right, guys. If you don't, it just throws the front end off. And then if you hit it wrong, it'll actually throw the back end off as well. I actually did hit that wrong, but it seems like the six-wheel drive was able to get the job done. All right. I can tell you guys right now, I absolutely love the setup as it sits. However, I've got more to do. So guys, the balance, even at 50-50, was a huge boost in the performance of this. You know, with everything to the back, you know, the battery was back here, the electronics were back here, you know. Yeah, move all that stuff forward, which is pretty much common sense when it comes to tuning a vehicle. It's just, it looks so pretty when it's all just laid right into the chassis, nice and neat, even though my wiring never looks neat. Anyway, it absolutely made a difference. I'm gonna get the brass third member piece to go up there to add a little bit more on the front. And I don't want any more chassis weight. I'm trying to avoid that, but I would like to get more up front. And I'm not gonna add more into the wheels either. So, but anyway, the added front weight made a world of difference. So guys, in that description, I'm gonna put a link to everything that I just put on this truck, plus the wheels, the tires, the motor, all that stuff. I'm gonna put links, all that in there. They are affiliate links. Affiliate links help out the channel. So they help out pretty much any channel out there. Click those links, it'll help out your favorite channel. So anyway, use those links. eBay, Amazon, A-Main, Red Cat, Walmart, they're all down there. Use those links to either check out with whatever you see here, whatever they take you to, or with whatever is in your cart. I know it works better if you actually purchase what I actually show, but anyway, hopefully it'll still work. Anyway, guys, check that description, use those links, make sure you're subscribed, and thank you all for watching. If you guys like what you see, make sure you're subscribed. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. If you really like what you see, consider clicking on that join button down below. With that, you can actually become a channel member. Members get early viewing of many of the videos, and you know, a little bit more personalized. Guys, thank you all for watching.